Hello and welcome back to Snack Play Love, where today we are doing something a little bit different. This is a deck that I was tinkering around with earlier, just in the standard casual play mode, best of one, same as normal. And I played 10 games and won 9 of them and drew the other one because of my opponent doing the polyrot combo and basically creating an unrecoverable game state. So it's done all right, but really shouldn't because it's essentially my dump all the lands deck. But I decided that it would be funny to put Peer into the Abyss and Omniscience into the deck because in theory this is castable and then you have a ridiculous amount of cards in hand. The Chromatic Orrery goes into the deck really well as a 5th copy of the Dryad, but because it's a legendary, I didn't really want to play more than one. Plus it costs 7, so it kind of locks you out, but you can draw some things. I've called the deck P into the Unknown, as in taking the R off the P into the Abyss card, as is wont to happen. The Devil's Play is basically the win condition. Devil's Play for X equals a ridiculous amount. I've had 5 lands on turn 2 in one of my games earlier, which is quite good fun. But I'm going to keep the Teferi sleeves on because they've been lucky for us. But I've been challenging my friends to say, what do you reckon we're going to end up with as a record for 3 matches? So I'm just going to record my first 3 matches in one video and see what happens. They've said 2-1 and 3-0. They're very confident. I think I'm probably going to go 1-2 because we did get some very lucky stuff earlier. I've had to put the fans on Supermax, so apologies if background noise is just like I'm drying my hair. But I found a new configuration to the headphones and charge the phone at the same time by using the stand that I've got for charging it. Although we do see pros on the versus screen. So you have to mulligan a little bit aggressively, but we've got a Llanowar Elves, we've got a Dragon Master Outcast, we've got 2 lands, so I'm going to keep this. Dragon Master on 1 is a brilliant thing to do. Oh, we didn't want that. Is there any way we can play Dryad on 3? If we draw an untapped land, we can play Dryad on 3. Play Dryad on turn 2 for 3 mana. So let's see what we get. We do. Do they have a counter though? I'm going to play the Tranquil Thicket. If they don't, so we Tranquil Thicket. Come on. My wrist's been playing up a lot today, so not having been able to have the... oh, that's interesting. Riverman Cag, Field Passage. We shall swing with the Dryad. We'll leave the Frenzy up. We'll play the Frenzy. We'll only play the Outcast if we get 1 land off the top. We do get a land off the top. Oh, we can't play it, can we? I can play the Outcast. What? I can't play the Outcast. Why can't I play the Outcast? Oh, it's in my hand. Oh, that's a mistake. If somebody says your go, I'm going to say hello. I haven't really got any 2 mana things, so okay. We didn't face any mass removal earlier, so now we fetch because we can't tap that. That's not what we wanted to draw. I mentioned, I suppose Omniscience into that's fine. play that one. Probably should have played a mountain from hand. Can't do anything about that. So the Devil's Play goes to hand as well. Eat to Extinction. This is a very removal heavy deck. So it's a reanimator deck. Okay. Oh, we shouldn't have played land from our hand because we wanted to try the get in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So to prevent him from playing hand destruction. So Ashiok will mill me. Oh, it milled all of the other things and got rid of my Garden Library. 7. Get a dragon with the grazer. Ori. And he concedes to the dragons. 1-0. Today's matches are sponsored by the Very Hungry Caterpillar. And PG Tips. Straight to the next one. So, the Orrery would have allowed us to cast the Omniscience, but we didn't really have anything in hand to do with the Omniscience. Very much bad cards that really shouldn't be in the deck, but it's hilarious for them to be there. I think 4 Devil's Play might be correct, because firing off a Devil's Play for X equals 0, that's actually fine. Because Viv's going to find us some stuff, even if we don't get much further. Oh, life game. We haven't played life game properly with this dance. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was the other one. That's my mistake. You didn't need to spend life for that. Throwing more elves under just because we can Viv with reach. That's a veto deck. Very surely it is. Bang. So, oh, that's a decision. Nah, forget it. Ramp. Ramp is the name of the game. So what can we do from this? The Omniscience will be exiled. Forgotten Cave comes in tapped and we have nothing to do with it. So that's fine. Can't play. No, we can play 2 lands next turn, so we can get 5, 6, 7. No, I'm good. This could be very hard with that sweeper. So we've got 5, 6, 7. Land, come on. we don't play Experimental Frenzy now, we lose it. I do think we need to block things with reach though.
Every mutation displays nature's ingenuity.
We've only got
I
one
love
Vivian
making new friends.
in the deck. I mean, we've got more in the collection, but she does seem to come out quite frequently. This is unfortunate because we know we're going to draw shit out of it. If they attack the Planeswalker, we block the 4. Oh, he gets the big boosts. It's funny, this is quite a bog standard deck, and yet, oh well, it's fine. Go for it, honey.
I didn't expect
If you want to do that, then do that. We could have done with the experiment, but we just prevented ourselves from taking 9 damage, so I am fine with that. Okay. Yeah. See, now this is why we need the sweepers, but without playing off-color sweepers from the Dryad. Yeah, we've got some guys now. We're going to double block whatever you attack with. He doesn't attack. I get one every turn. Oh, let's just keep playing. No, I'm good. So this is what Dom was talking about when you run out of action for the deck. But fortunately, we managed to get the board store at a point where we've already got Dragon Master online. Every attack phase, his creatures get bigger. But we get a 5/5 every turn. The Sword Tooth is good because this helps us on the ground as well. He does have 2 big flyers though. He's getting 5/5 every turn now. Oh, Squire's Devotion, so it's got life. You should attack with that. I'm not sure he needs to though. See, with the Dryad, I think the best removal would be something that puts in his hand. So, like literally throwing everything back in their hand, then peeing into the abyss. I think we keep that back and pretend it's a combat trick. So he doesn't have lifelink, so attacking with all our red dragons means we attack for 10. Oh, now he's got a crazy amount of attacking here. And we don't have any of our absolutely rubbish 0/3s to block the flyers. I think you should attack with the 14, 14, 16, 16, whatever, this time. Because the lifelink from that, even though it dies, will either mean I lose one of my creatures. Okay. So, we have got 15, 20, 23. That's 26, so we can block here. We can block here. That isn't a problem. Can we kill the 20/20? We can, but we lose to the others, so we just block that there. And then I think we block like that. So yeah. See what he gains up to. So So I'm pretty sure we've lost this one, which is good. It's a fairly ordinary aggro black-white deck, which I am absolutely chuffed to be losing to, because it suggests that simple decks are the way. Yeah. I'm just going to line all my pieces. He should let that through. And then we say, good game, nice. Oh yeah. I appreciate people playing the Gideon's Company card out of the Planeswalker deck from Wall of the Spark. Very little black in that deck anymore. Lovely little version of Soul Scissors. 1-1. That's the first actual defeat today. The draw with the Polyraptor combo technically counted as a defeat on the tracker, which I'm fine with. I think we'd probably lost that, but either he didn't understand that he was going to break the client and go infinite, or he knew he hadn't got any way to deal with the 2 dragons I was getting a turn, and so was essentially just conceding via that. Realistically, I would have had to take 2 damage a turn from his dinosaur that did damage to keep my guys that pumped dragons out alive, but I think I'd have run the race. Mr. Bad News. This Selesnya combo deck that we faced earlier, the Mirari's Wake. Oh, that's terrible. We don't want that. Or do we? 1. No, we can't cast that on 1. Yeah. That's better. Get rid of one of the drats. Razor, colour diversity. Come on, click drag. So we want to draw another land. Go on, please don't just auto-explode to the colour combination. Yes, that's exactly what we wanted. I was going to say please don't counter it, but you're on 1 mana, so you're not countering it. I am the beatdown. So, land, please, or we're not fussed about that. Lands on top. Oh, even worse. He's got haste creatures, so we're not going to attack with both. Oh, come on. Cyclix, you are killing me. Yeah, the time earlier where I had experimental frenzy into experimental frenzy into experimental frenzy was somewhat frustrating. What are you? You are dragons. Okay, I'm cool with that. I am also dragons. Note how I did not use the Fabled Passage, because now we've got a land stuck on top of the deck. We can use the Fabled Passage. And it gives us a chance at a different top deck, which is also a land. Never mind, there's nothing in hand that we wanted to do. So we are going to attack Mr. Sarkhan, purely because we get some dragons and shit next time.
You call that a hit?
Discard and draw, make some mana. Yeah, he's not a threat yet. Here's a 3-colour deck. Space bar.
I summon you.
I'm going to keep my finger on the space bar for all these activations. Niv Mizzet on turn 4. That's pretty sweet. So he can kill Dragonmanta Outcast by drawing 1 card. Can he kill both though? That's the question. I think we pay 2 life. Ting, come on. Let's see how far we get. So we're back up to 5 mana. Grazer plays the land from hand, which we drew. Don't think we've got another land play. No, we haven't. There's literally nothing we can do though. So that kills 1 Dragon Master. It was tempting to leave the other one in hand, but we've got to risk it.
Are you ready?
Does he have a green dragon? So, each opponent discards a card. That's fine, we're not actually using our hand, we'll discard the Grazer. Having the extra frenzy in hand for when you've popped the first frenzy isn't actually the worst thing in the world. Okay, right, so we're on 10 mana, we have a kill shot. He's tapped out. I think we go for Niv, because Niv kills everything that is good about us. Pay 5 for that. Auto pay, tick on deck. Yeah, I'm fine with that. We don't really have any reanimation, but let's see if he sacrifices. And you know, if we attack with both, he doesn't have to sacrifice, so we'll do that. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter what he does. So we've still got a blocker. We can do X equals 3, and then we can draw into the lands. If I'd have got something a bit smaller, I'd have probably... oh, Jesus. So many frenzy. There's only 4 in the deck, honest. Yeah, let's take a Sarkhan. That is funny. So we're down to 37 cards in our deck.
Bolus told me I should do this.
Okay, so he thinks he's going to get that activated. Three. So we need to spend 7 mana to kill Bolus. In fact, if we spend 7 mana to kill Bolus, we win, don't we? X equals 5 minus 1. Yep, we win. Okay, so 2-1. I'm fine with that. As you can see, Devil's Plate is the best card in the deck, but Everything else is about having a ridiculous amount of mana to do Devil's Play. Essentially, you can do it for x equals 1 to kill a small thing, and then x equals something else with the 3 mana to kill a different thing later on. And you can target players with it, and I'm only playing 3 copies though. In theory, I think I could manage the 4 because the x equals 0 trick, playing it for x equals 0, putting it into your exile hand so that they can't interact with it, and you're basically just banking it for later in the game. That gets it out of your into the unknown, enter the beyond, whatever, escape the wilds, put the deck on the hand and puts it into the exile zone where you can play it later and it doesn't disappear. The general idea is to keep hands that get you to the 5 mana as quickly as possible and allow you to have your experimental frenzy fun. But realistically, Escape to the Wild is better than Experimental Frenzy because it doesn't completely lock you out of the game. But everything in Escape to the Wild is visible to the other player, and you have to play it in that turn and the next turn. The first time you play Escape to the Wild, you're probably not going to play everything. Anytime you hit Omniscience, Orrery, Peer off it, you're not going to get to play them. Not the end of the world. We didn't see that side of the combo, but because this draws so many cards, I don't think we ever sat with them stuck in our hands. Anyway, I'm glad this is actually recorded and I got a reasonable record to show people, but I'm going to stop now. And yeah, if you want me to do more things like this, like, comment, subscribe. Otherwise, go away. Bye.